Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Monday. Oh my gosh, today is such a good day. It has been such a wonderful day today. Today was my very first day of going to the pool this summer, and I had so much fun. It just was the perfect day, and everything went as planned today. I stayed up later last night than I planned to stay up, but we'll get to that in just a second. But today, I set my alarm for 10:20 and 10:30, and I got up right at 10:30. I got up, did my prayers and meditations, and then I started filming my videos because I wanted to film a couple of videos so that when I got back from the pool, I could just vlog or do like a review video. I may still do a review video because it's kind of early still. It is currently, time and temperature check, it is currently 4:20. On Monday afternoon. Alex just texted me about 10 minutes ago that he is on his way home from work already. So early day for, who just texted me? Oh, Alex just texted me because I said, he said about to head home, and I said, okay, babe, just got back from the pool, gonna start vlogging now, and he hearted it. So the temperature in Indianapolis is currently 82 degrees and sunny, and tomorrow I think it's supposed to be even nicer than that. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 89, intervals of cloud and sunshine, high of 89. My day tomorrow, the plan is to go to the pool and do a repeat of today. Maybe get up to the pool a little bit earlier tomorrow. I didn't get up there too late. I got up there about 10 till 2 today. But maybe get up there a little bit earlier. And then on Wednesday, it's Cousin Fun Day, but it's going to be 85, mix of clouds and sun in the morning, followed by cloudy skies in the afternoon. So I don't know, depending on what Caroline wants to do, if she wants to go to the pool. It was supposed to rain on Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday, it's 79 and 75, and it's supposed to rain. So I'll just be here filming videos those days. But this morning, I actually got up. Alex texted me. I had like Alex, Nikki, I can't remember who else texted me and was like, did you actually get up this morning? I did actually get up this morning. I was so excited about it. I was like a kid before Christmas. I was so excited about my first day at the pool. Had my bag all ready. Actually did a video on my Peter Does Stuff channel today about what's in my pool bag. And so anyway, oh my gosh, the little squirrel is out there. Hi, little squirrel. Anyway, so I got up this morning at like 10:30, did my prayers and meditations or anything, and then I filmed my What's in My Pool Bag video first, and then I did my Sister Wives video, and then I did a drama video. I had all of that prepared from last night, and then my neighbor's friend that I was going to the pool with today, my neighbor next door, she didn't end up going. She was really, really tired today, so she didn't end up going to the pool. But my neighbor's friend, she like came over here while I was like getting up my last video, so I gave her the pool key, and she went up there, had me to wait for me, and she was reading up there. But then she ended up seeing a woman that she used to teach with, and so they were talking when I got up there. But anyway, so yeah, it just like everything went exactly the way that I wanted it to go today. It was absolutely perfect. The pool's a little cold, but I got in the pool. My hair's still kind of wet from the pool. But I got in the pool, and we sat on the step, and I drank my coffee, and I brought a bottle of water up there. It just was a really relaxing day. So I wasn't up there for too long. I was up there for about a little bit over 2 hours. I'd like to get up there tomorrow and spend like 4 hours tomorrow. Since I actually got videos done today, if tomorrow I just wake up and go to the pool and I just film my vlog, that's cool. But we'll kind of see. We'll kind of see how I feel tonight, because last night, Alex was watching The Good Wife, and I sat there and I watched, so my video today is about this Laura Lee's video. So I sat there and I watched her video and I took notes. So I had my notes prepared for the video today, and then I watched Sister Wives last night, and I took my notes on Sister Wives. So I had those two videos like completely ready. All I had to do was sit down and just read my notes. I felt very prepared today. I was just so excited to go to the pool and stuff. So it's been a perfect day. Last night, well, I'll go through what I did last night and today and stuff, but last night I was in the middle of watching the second to the last episode of season 2 of School Spirits, which you can watch on Paramount. Some people reached out to me, they're like, where can I watch this? It's on Paramount. You can watch it on Paramount. So I was watching season 2. I finished season 2 last night of School Spirits. Season 2 I think was better than season 1 of School Spirits, and it got renewed for season 3, which comes back in 2026. But anyway, I was watching the second to the last episode, and I was just sitting there, and I was like drinking a cup of coffee, and I was so relaxed, had the candles lit. I felt prepared to film my videos today. I was so excited about going to the pool, and I was like, like, my life is like a vacation. Like, I get up, I film a couple of videos, I go to the pool, I walk, I take a nap, I have a good meal, hang out with Alex, watch some shows with him, and then watch shows and read at night. I have such a perfect life. I don't know, my life is simple, but it's magical, and I love my life. I just am so in love, and I feel so grateful for my life right now, and I'm just really trying to live in the moment, even though I was excited about it today. I'm trying to, like, in that moment last night, I was just like, oh my God, like, I felt so relaxed, and when I'm, like, sitting there, you know, like, I'm just watching the show, and I'm just, I don't know, I was like, I have such a blessed life. So anyway, okay, let's go back to yesterday. So yesterday, I did not walk yesterday. I was like, I think I need to take a day off from my walking. So I didn't walk yesterday, and when I got done vlogging, I don't even remember what I did when I got done vlogging. Oh, okay, so I got my, I started rendering my vlog, and then Alex came downstairs, and we watched RuPaul's Drag Race. We got caught up on RuPaul's Drag Race, and then we watched Real Housewives of Atlanta last night, because he was really tired, so I said, we'll just watch the shows early in case you want to go to bed. He has finished The Good Wife. He's now watching the spinoff, and he's watching some show on Prime, and he's catching up on Grey's Anatomy. So, so anyway, so we watched all that, and then I was super, super tired. He was like, he was staying downstairs to watch something, but then he turned all the TV off and everything, and he came upstairs. So I lay down and I took a nap. Exactly an hour and a half. I got up. I was so relaxed when I got up. It was like a perfect nap. So I got up, and I even did a load of laundry today and cleaned the kitchen. I've gotten a lot done today. So I'm vlogging early. So when this is done, I'm going to hang out with Alex, and I think I'm going to take a walk tonight, try to take a long walk. I'm thinking about maybe tonight taking a nap and then taking my walk, because it's still warm outside, and I don't know that I want to walk when it's super warm. Oh my gosh, you guys, the squirrel is literally, my neighbor's walking back and forth, so I can't show you. Well, let's see if I can get it before she walks out here. He's like sitting in the crook of the tree. Hold on a second, They came out here today too, and they started on the painting. Do you see? They didn't paint, they just prepared it. Hold on, where's the tree? Do you see him? He's just sitting right there on the crook of the tree. Look at that. How sweet is that? I love him so much. Oh, he's just napping in the tree. Honey. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm thinking about tonight, like when I get done vlogging, I want to sit out here and I want to read for a little bit. I actually brought some of my new books with me because I finished so many books the last couple days. My new books that I added to my list, I'm going to show you here in a second. Show and tell. But I'm actually thinking about when I get done with this. When Alex comes home, he usually like looks at TikToks for like 2 hours, and then he like falls asleep for a little bit, gets up, watches a couple shows, or we'll watch shows together. So I'm thinking about taking a nap and then walking when it starts cooling down a little bit. It's kind of my plan tonight. We'll see. I was kind of surprised that after 2 days of really, I'm not used to lifting weights at all, 2 days of doing very minimal strength training, how bad my arms hurt. Like, they really hurt. I was like, how out of shape are you that you do just kind of like very simple exercises, and after 2 days you're like that sore, you know? So anyway, so I think I'm gonna take a nap, and then I'm gonna walk. Unless I get like my second wind, and then after I get done with this. Did I get a little sun today? I feel like I got a little sun. Oh, a little shoulder. There's a squirrel on the ground, there's a squirrel in the tree. The squirrel in the tree is like standing up now, and he's kind of like smelling around and stuff like that. I'm loving that the squirrels are back. Oh, now he's leaning up on something. Now he's in a different part of the tree. Oh, he's in the wood feeder now. That's actually the only, oh, he's inside the wood feeder. Oh, he jumped out of it. I think it scared him because it doesn't seem steady. Oh, and he just kicked it back, and it kicked all the food out of it. Oh my God. And now the 2 squirrels are running across the street to my neighbor's yard where she's gardening out there. Okay, so last night, Alex and I took a nap, and then I got up, and, oh, when I got up, I think he came downstairs. Oh, I was downstairs, and, hey, how are you? I was downstairs and I was doing some stuff on the computer and I was getting ready to watch the video so I could take notes on it. And he came downstairs to eat some like hummus and he was like had a snack and stuff. So he turned on, I can't remember what show he was watching down there. Maybe Grey's Anatomy. I think he's catching up on that. So he sat down there to eat a snack. And so while he was, maybe he was finishing up The Good Wife. I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. While he was sitting there, I sat and watched the video and took my notes on it. And then when he went upstairs, it was still early enough. I don't think Sister Wives was on yet. So what did I do after that? I talked on the phone for a little bit, trimmed the candles, got all the candles lit and all that kind of stuff. And then I read for a while. And then after I read, I listened to my audiobook a little bit more. And then I watched Sister Wives and I took notes. And then after I watched Sister Wives, I read some more. And then I was like, it's getting late. And I wanted to be in bed by like 3 o'clock because I wanted to be up by like 10 or 10:30. But I didn't end up going to bed until like 5:30 in the morning. So I'm going on like 5 hours of sleep right now. But I did finish, well, no, last night, the night before was when I finished 3 books. Last night I just finished the middle grade book, There's No Such Thing as a Haunted House. It's the first book in the Bubblegum Gang book. If anybody has those books out there, let me know, because I want the other 3 in the series. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I felt so weird about it. I enjoyed that book so much, but I was like, this is not a 4-star book. But I enjoyed it. Like, I really had fun reading it. It's about this girl, and her parents get divorced, and her mom and her brother move into this condo, and she's kind of like an outsider, and she doesn't really so she ends up making these 2 friends, and they start the Bubblegum Gang. It's real sweet, and so I loved it. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I was like, F it, I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I liked it. So anyway, but the new books that so the night before I finished like 3 books. I'm 11 books ahead of my goal right now. Okay, so I've not added all of these to my Goodreads lists yet, what I'm currently reading, because I just grabbed some of them last night. But I went to the basement and I was looking through my carton of like all the books to read down there. And so, I was actually doing laundry and then I was like, oh, pick some more books out of here. So I'm trying to read like one of these like cheesy middle grade books, you know, like while I'm always reading, because these are only like, this one's like 167, I think, or something like that. Let's see if I'm actually 167. How do I remember numbers? It's so weird. Anyway, is that my husband? Oh, it is my husband. Oh, he's got his top down and everything on his Jeep. So this is R.L. Stine, Fear Street, because I'm watching the Fear Street movies, you know? The Surprise Party. He just texted me. The Surprise Party. Okay, let's read the synopsis, shall we? I have like 5 of these Fear Street books downstairs, and all the Christopher Pike ones, and whatever. Welcome to Fear Street. He's putting his top up on his car right now. Don't listen to this. Hello? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good, how are you? Are you getting your top up? Look how cute you look today. With your little shoes on. He's laughing at me. He's shaking his head. He's putting the top on his car. Okay. Welcome to Fear Street. Don't listen to the stories they tell about Fear Street. Oh my lord, what are the stories they tell? Wouldn't you rather explore it yourself and see if its dark terrors and unexplained mysteries are true? You're not afraid, are you? Playing for keeps. Do these go in order? Is there like an order you're supposed to read these to? Maybe? I don't know. Does anybody know? I'll look this up in a second. It's been a year since Evan died in the Fear Street woods. A year since Ellen moved away and the gang split up. Meg Dalton felt as if she'd lost her best friends. Everyone changed. Even her boyfriend Tony was acting moody and strange. But when she heard that Ellen was returning for a visit, Meg had the answer. She'd bring them all together again with a surprise party for Ellen. That's when the terror began. The phone calls, the threats, the bizarre acts of violence. Cancel the party or else. I don't even want to go to the party, let alone I could care less if they canceled. The whispered voice on the phone told her Meg was scared and with good reason. Whoever wanted the party stopped would try anything, even murder. But why? The dark Fear Street woods held the answers if Meg dared to discover the truth. Where did I buy these? This is $3.99. Okay, I'm going to look this up. Oh, I'm going to look this up because I want to know. Do you have to read the Fear Street books in order? Let's look it up and see. Old acquaintances. Should old acquaintances? No, that's not it. Be forgot. Da da da. I don't have to look up the length. Should old acquaintance be? Old Lang Syne lyrics. Now I gotta look that up first. And I'll forget what I'm Googling. Old Lang Syne. I know somebody's singing it right now. Should old I was right. Acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. The cats just went running. Should old acquaintance be forgot in the days of old Lang Syne. This is one song that can make me cry. Like, seriously, the Cascade version, and I know this is gonna sound so cheesy, but the Rod Stewart version too. I love the Rod Stewart version of it. Okay. Should old acquaintance. Should the... See how the sun just, and the pool and everything just cheers me up so much. Should the Fear Street books be read? I don't know how many in order. I don't even know if I have any. I'll have to look and see how many I'm missing of them. I have like 5 of them. No, the Fear Street books do not need to be read in order. Most books are standalone stories, though some sequels and trilogies should be read. Okay. Well, how do you know which ones are? Sequels and trilogies. A few books, like Wrong Number 2 or the Cheerleaders trilogy, are sequels or parts of the larger story and should be read in the order they are numbered. Is this numbered? Doesn't say it is. You could therefore read the books in almost any order. I'm going to read them however I want. Do you know they started in 1989 and they ran until 1997? That's what it says on here. Anyway, so this is the first book that I got, or that I started last night. Oh, you know what else I forgot to bring out was The Literal Mess, which is my cozy mystery that my neighbor across the street. It takes place in Indiana. She recommended it to me. I've started it like 3 times. I'm like, no, it's like 130 pages. I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm getting this book and I'm going to read it. So then I started, this is the other Kyla Stone. Is her picture on here? She got a picture in this book? No. This is the Kyla Stone. These are the post-apocalyptic books that I love, okay? This is a different series. This is the Nuclear Dawn series. Nuclear Dawn Book 1. This takes place in Miami, okay? So this is different than the Edge of Collapse series. So I read the prequel and Book 1 of the Edge of Collapse series, and now I'm reading Book 1 of Point of Nuclear Dawn series. And this is about this girl named Dakota, and her sister's name is Eden, and Dakota's like 19, and Eden's 15, and she's in the foster care system because they don't have any family or anything. And then they were living on the streets of Miami, sleeping in a park, and then Child Family Services came and like took them, and now Dakota's trying to do everything to get her sister back, to get guardianship over her. And she's bartending, and this guy named Maddox something walks by. I don't know what his name is. Something Maddox. Mrs. Simpson's a social worker. She don't like her very much. What's the guy's name? Maddox Cage was in Miami. In this part of Miami, it was for one reason. We don't know what that one reason is yet, but he's trying to hunt down Dakota and her sister. But when the book starts, it's interesting because it starts at 0. I'm only 1 chapter in. 0 hour minus 20 minutes. Okay? And then the second chapter is 0, oh look, there's my bookmark, 0 hour minus 4 minutes. But in the first chapter, they're showing Chicago. I'm assuming this is, and it references the Edge of Collapse series, because the Edge of Collapse series starts with the EMP, the electric magnetic pulse hitting, and all the planes going down in Chicago. So it references, they're like in the bar watching this all go down in Chicago before it hits Miami. So it's like the series kind of like are together. Kind of like Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead. I love that so much. So I started this last night, very late. And then so many people have been asking me about this. This is the Ice Planet Barbarians book by Ruby Dixon. Here, I'm going to hold it here for anybody that wants to read it. Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. Now, a couple people have told me that there's like 21 books in the series. I would have sworn there was like 6 or 7. There's actually like, I think I looked on Goodreads, there's like 19 or 20, but there's like a lot of like 18.2, 17.5, so there's like books in between this. We're going to read the first one, then we'll decide if we're going to go on or not. Now, I will tell you this, somebody said this on the vlog, and I don't know what they meant by this. There's no warning or anything in the book, but apparently online, I don't know if it's because there's a lot of stuff that's triggering in the book. I will say there's like a lot of like sexual stuff in the book, like they reference like sexually you know, bad stuff in the book. I can't say that on YouTube. They don't like that word. The international best-selling publishing phenomenon. Ice Planet Barbarians, now in special print edition. Is this a special print edition? Oh, it is a special print edition. Fall in love with the out-of-this-world romance between Georgie Carruthers. She's like the main character. She's 22. She is a banker, and she gets abducted by these aliens. A human woman and Vectel, an alien from another planet, in this expanded edition with bonus materials and an exclusive epilogue in print only. Oh, my Lanta. You'd think... I like her voice. She's kind of real funny in it. Okay, first of all, I just want to say, this is nothing, like when people are like, oh, don't read that, you should read this romance. I don't read romances, okay, period, end of story. I know some people love them. I know some people let me know every time I show a book, they go, I don't read those, I read romances. I don't read romances, okay? God love you if you love a romance. I don't read romances. I'm trying something new, okay? And I know this is more sexy time romance. This isn't like the Emily, whatever her name is, that does the beach roads and all that kind of stuff. I read one of her books. They kind of put me to sleep. I got her newest one, Emily, whatever her name is. Caroline likes her book, and that Abby Jimenez. But anyway, I wanted to read something different. Something that we could sit at the pool and talk about how scandalizing it is, you know? You'd think being abducted by aliens would be the worst thing that could happen to me. And you'd be wrong, because now the aliens are having ship trouble. And they've left their cargo of human women, including me, on an ice planet. We're not equipped for life in this desolate winter wasteland. Since I'm the unofficial leader, I head out into the snow to look for help. I find help all right. A big blue-horned alien introduces himself in a rather startling way. Vectel says that I'm his mate, his chosen female, and that my presence is the reason his chest is purring. He'll help me and my people survive, but this poses a new problem. If Vectel helps us survive, I'm not sure he's going to want to let me go. Nikki, the chapters are long. I've got like 10 more pages of this chapter. And we got to read the first chapter by tomorrow. So I got 10 more pages. I'm on page 20. Nikki already read the first chapter. She said she's going to keep on reading it, but she don't know what to think. So there it is, okay? Those are my new books that I'm reading. And I'm still listening to the Matt Haig book, The Impossible Life, which I love. So I read those last night. And then I watched School Spirits. I finished season 2. Oh my God, the squirrel's out in the yard. He's like this. What are you doing, bud? Do you know Thumbelina? You do? Do you know Eve and June, the squirrels? I love them too. He's like, them are city girl squirrels. He's like, I'm a country squirrel. He's like, that Thumbelina, she's fancy. She's got her own dryer house. You want your own dryer house? I'll put more peanuts out there for you because I think you guys like those. Anyway, so I watched, I do think I got some sun today. I didn't even sit facing the sun the whole time because I was just talking and whatever. So then I finished the second season last night of, of School Spirits. I loved it. I really, really loved it. But here's my question to you. Okay. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but you know it's about this girl. So if you don't know what it's about this girl that dies in the school, and then she's with all these other ghosts that died in the school. So a lot happens between the first and the second season. All I'm going to tell you is this, okay? I don't want to infer anything, because they're constantly talking about moving on, passing on, all this kind of stuff to the other side, all kinds of different opportunities and options, okay? Why am I now rooting for her to just stay in this school forever? Okay, I know that that's not what happens. I get it, okay? But why am I rooting for her? I just want them to all stay together in this school forever and be friends. Like, that's what I want. Why do I not want them to cross over to the other side or all this kind of stuff? And I will say this, and for those of you that finished it, what happens at the end of season 2, I saw coming at the beginning of the last episode. I was like, they're going to have to do something different for season, because I already knew it got renewed for season 3. I was like, what are they going to do different? I knew it. I saw it coming. I knew what the very last... Season 1 ended on a cliffhanger. Season 2 ends on a cliffhanger too. I knew it was going to. But anyway, They talk a lot about recovery. I forgot about that. That the mom is like sober in the show and goes to meetings and stuff like that. So that's on that. Who is texting me? Oh, my neighbor's texting me. What's she texting me? are you still down there at the pool? She was so tired earlier. She couldn't go to the pool. I was like, I'm gonna be like, you're not tired anymore? Well, look at this. You not tired anymore? With the nail emoji. Oh wait, what's the disgruntled? The coalition of disgruntled residents. Okay, so the what do you call it? The management company CEO emailed me back today, and so I put in here. Oh, so the painters started this morning. So I woke up. This is early, 8:44 a.m. And my neighbor down there said the painters are here starting. I don't know why they started today. So what they did today, I don't know if you can see. Do you see like it was all wood paneled? And then they did all that. So they prepared it all and they caulked it. There's something down still over there. There's like tape and stuff. But they prepared it all. And then they are gonna come back apparently tomorrow and start painting. But then on Thursday it's supposed to rain, so I don't know if they're gonna get the painting done by Thursday or not. But I emailed the CEO of the management company to ask about the patios. So she emailed me back real nice, and she said the painters are supposed to seal the patios when they do the painting of the house. But apparently my neighbor talked to somebody that like there's boards up on her patio, and so they're supposed to replace the boards. Well, I don't know that ours need replacing. I don't know. Her patio is a lot bigger than ours. So I put in here that she emailed me back and said the painters should stain our decks, FYI. And then my neighbor next door, she said, should and when. Well, baby, I didn't know that I was the neighborhood secretary. Okay, but apparently now I have taken on a new job responsibility of the neighborhood secretary. Okay? I said, I don't know. While they're painting our houses, I guess. And she said, great. My neighbor said, great, thanks. And then she said, well, they haven't even replaced any of the boards yet. I said, I don't know anything about them replacing the boards. And then she said, maybe it's just mine, but there was a guy who came out and took notes on what needs to be replaced. And then my other neighbor said, do you think it was the guys who did the other boards or a different company? I am so, like, this is a conversation I don't even understand what we're talking about at this point. And then she said it wasn't one of those two guys who did the house boards. Because the guys that came out here to repair the house boards, it wasn't them. So now there's supposedly a fourth company. We're so confused. And then it just goes back and forth with all these laughing and these ha-ha emojis. Oh, by the way, she said she may go nap at the pool. I'm going to tell her I'm definitely going tomorrow. She would not have been happy today. It's going to be... When I got up there, it was packed. And not one person from this neighborhood did I even know in the whole from the pool today. It kind of like a lot of people left, and then a lot of people, well, not a lot, but some other people came, and towards the end of the day, it was people that I did know in the neighborhood. But when I got there, it was young. It was moms with, I was like, I looked around to my friend, like her friend. I said, I don't know any of these people. She comes like every summer and stuff. I was like, I don't know not one person at this pool. She goes, I don't either. She was like, knew the woman that she was talking to because they used to teach together. But other than that, I was like, I don't know one person at this pool. Then my neighbor, two down, she was up there because they told her to move her cars because they're painting down there at the house. And so she came with some people today. So I talked to her for a little bit, but that was later. When I got there, it was packed. Every seat was taken. I had to put my bag on the woman that she was talking to was really nice. And she's like, you can have part of the table. And I was like, okay. But I just got in the water anyway. It was freezing, but I got in the water. So anyway, so they started the painting. What was I talking about with all that? School spirits. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. Somebody commented on the vlog yesterday and said, so the person that came up and was talking to Laura and I was the HOA president? No, that was not the HOA president. The HOA president has never walked by my house, let alone walked up my walkway. I don't talk to her that way. I'm sure she's very nice. I don't know her like that. The only time I've talked to her twice. I talked to her about my neighbor when the electric company came out there and destroyed her yard. And that was when I talked to her on the phone. She's like, how did you get through to somebody? I don't know how you got through to somebody. my neighbor said, holy shit, because I said it's going to be 89 tomorrow. She said, how did you get through to somebody? She was very nice. I think she's a little overwhelmed with it. Like, her husband helps her out through a lot of duties, too. And then there was one other time that I talked to her on the phone. And then her husband's the one that takes care of the pool. No, the woman that came up here, she's like an old board member. She's lived in this neighborhood forever. So we've known her for... The camera stopped. There's like 4 or 5 people in this neighborhood that have lived in here like about as long as my mom lived in here. Maybe not even 4 or 5. Her grandmother's one of them. We realized the other day, her grandma moved in here, and her grandma's moving out of here. Her grandma moved in here about 6 months before my mom moved in here. So which would have been 08. Her grandma, my mom passed away in 08, 94, sorry. Her grandma moved in here like 6 months before my mom did in 94. Between like 94 and 96, there's probably like 4 or 5 couples that still live in here. Some people have passed away, but like the husbands or the wives still live here. That woman is one of them. So those 4 people have been on the board like 100 times. I mean, not literally, but they've been a lot. Oh, the last couple that was up there with me, they just left the pool. So, she's had like every position on the board president and everything. She just kind of keeps to herself and stuff like that. She's nice. She's just not somebody that would come up here and talk for that long. That's why I said, you talk to her like that, or she's nice. She'll wave and stuff like that when she sees me, but it's not like she comes up here. That was like the first time she's ever come up here and talked. But no, that wasn't the HOA president. I would have let y'all know if that was the HOA president. The HOA president, she's nice too. She's just very business. She's very cut and dry, very business, and heavy with the emails. Loves to send out the emails, but that's great because we get informed. But she ain't walking up on this walkway anytime soon. She don't care that deep about it. So anyway, what was I gonna say? Okay, so last night I finished. I think like some shows I want to start is I want to watch. Well, I bought the book to read by Christopher Pike, but I think I'm just going to watch this show, The Midnight Club, because I think it's kind of similar to School Spirits. I was going to start that tonight, or Yellow Jackets. I don't want to read the book and then watch the show. I'm at this point in my life where if it's like a book you have to read, like I watched the show Long Bright River, and apparently it's somebody's book club had it out, and I bought it before I even knew the show was out. It's by that Liz Moore that wrote The God of the Woods, which they're apparently making into a TV show too. Now that I've watched Long Bright River, I think it's with Amanda Seyfried or whoever that. I'm not reading the book. You can like return your credits. Oh, by the way, somebody messaged me about this, and then I got a postcard in the mail, which I thought was so weird, from Audible. That Audible right now, no, this is not sponsored. I don't have any deal with Audible. I haven't even looked yet. But all titles are 85% off. Is it all titles? I have to look. I haven't even looked. I was like, I got to go through here and look tonight to my wish list. I think it's all titles are 85% off, it said. And every title is now on sale. Save up to 85% for a limited time. So I'm going to go through there tonight. I'll probably buy so many books that I won't end up listening to. So I was going to start The Midnight Club tonight. Well, I'm going to watch Poly Family so I can do my video for that tomorrow. So I'll watch that tonight. And then Love After Lockup, Season 2. I've got like 2 more episodes. Oh, there's the most beautiful red cardinal. They just flew away. Because the ducks are the ducks coming? So I was either going to start The Midnight Club on Netflix, or I was going to start, what do you call it? What's the other one called? Oh, Yellow Jackets, because I haven't watched that season of it yet. Tonight, because I wanted to watch kind of like one of those kind of like scary, small town kind of like shows. But anyway... But my neighbor upstairs, or my neighbor's friend at the pool, so I know her friend really, really well. For like the last 3 years, we've gone to the pool together. 4 or 5 years, maybe. And so I know her really, really well. And so she was telling me today, she was like, have you watched The Pit on HBO Max? And I was like, no, but it's on my list. It's at like the top of my list. She's like, you have to watch it. And I was like, is it really that? My cousin Caroline watched it like in one day. She said it was so good. She goes, it's like 16 episodes. She goes, it all takes place on one day. I was like, what? She goes, it is like, you cannot stop watching it. So I think I'm going to start The Pit tonight. So yeah, I think I might start The Pit tonight. I love watching shows and reading my summer nights. Like, this is the summer. I am so happy about the summer. And you know what? I just want to say, I had such a fantastic fall and winter too. Just like watching the shows and spending time with Alex and reading. And I just just feel like every day, in my prayers every day, I always say, thank you to my higher power for another day alive to enjoy this world. And I'm just so I say thank you for and then I say my life, my health, and my sobriety, my relationship with my higher power. You guys, all my friends and family, I go through all of them. I don't know. I feel so full of gratitude right now. And I'm just I'm really happy in my life right now. So, but anyway, so then I watched that and then I went to bed last night. I kind of had a hard time falling asleep. Not because of what I usually do. Like, Alex got up and I was like, and he was like looking at me. And I said, what? And he goes, can you not sleep? Because I kept on getting up to go to the bathroom, then I come back, but I didn't feel like I really had to go to the bathroom. And I go, I'm just so excited about going to the pool. But sometimes, I don't know what time I fell asleep, but I fell asleep finally. I felt rested when I got up. I didn't think I would, but I did. So anyway, is this a UPS truck or whatever? I hope that this is my bird feed coming, because I have 2 huge bags coming. And the bird feeders, the green little short one is like almost completely, it's got like that much food in it. The new one is about 3/4 full, and the finch feeder is about half full. I probably have enough to fill the short green one. Well, I've got other kinds of food, but they don't like that other kind of food. So I'm hoping that he stopped down there. So we'll see. Anyway, so today I got up, threw some laundry in the washing machine so I'd have comfy clothes and my walking clothes and stuff like that. Cleaned the kitchen, did my prayers and meditation. Then I filmed the 3 videos. I was actually kind of surprised because when she texted me last night about coming to the pool today, she was like, she had like a funeral she had to go to and stuff, and then she said she was going to get back to her house about 12:30. Oh, there they are. Well, hi, honey. Are you still building that nest? You got some fuzz in your mouth. Is that for the nest? She just flew up there. They're so nervous when I'm out here. So anyway, I said, well, I want to film some videos, but I should be done by like 1:30. And she said, well, I'll just come up there. I said, no, just, take my key and go up there and I'll meet you up there. She's like, okay, I'll bring a book with me and I'll just read. And then, because her friend across the street, she had to work today. So that's why she wasn't going to go up there with her. And so anyway, so I actually got done earlier than that. And so I left the key out here for her. I could hear her like come when I was like filming my last video, and then I got it done, and then those videos have been uploading. They're all uploaded. I filmed my Peter Does Stuff video. I filmed my drama video. I filmed my Peter Watches TV video, and now the vlog. So that's 4 videos. And I went to the pool. And I may film a review video after I'm done with this. We'll see. A review video, or maybe even a Peter Listens video. I don't know. We'll just see how I feel when I get done with my vlog. I still want to walk tonight too. I might just wait till tomorrow or Wednesday. Yeah, maybe just Wednesday. Let's not push it. See, this is where I get excited, and then I'm like, just push it, right? So anyway, I went up to the pool, and when I got to the pool, like, it was packed. I could not believe it. And it was Kid Central. And there really wasn't, I mean, this is the thing. You can kind of tell, okay? So my neighbor next door, she's definitely the youngest person in the neighborhood, 31. My husband is probably the next youngest person. I'm probably the next youngest person after Alex. So when you look at the pool, okay, and you see like a 40-year-old woman with 3 little kids, you know they're not. And so it's usually like somebody's sister asked to use the key for the day and bring their kids. I don't really care if it's like 1 person or 2 people, but when it's like 1 person that's like a friend of somebody that lives like on the lake outside the neighborhood, and you brought 4 kids, a cooler, rafts, and I can't even get in the pool, and it's not 1 group, but it's 4 groups of that, then it's become a little bit obnoxious. And I can tell you today, because another person came up to the pool from the neighborhood, and they looked around, there was not 1 seat for them to sit in. I didn't have a seat. I put my bag on the ground. She let me have his chair, and then this other couple comes up that, it was these 2 sisters that live down there. They live together because their dad died. He's the one that used to take care of the pool. I know the sisters really, really well. They're actually probably close to my age, too, the 2 sisters, but they live there together, and it's the one sister's son. He came there with his girlfriend. Well, I met him last year. He's super, super nice. And so they didn't have any chairs, and they hardly ever come to the pool. So she had given me a chair, and I said, just take my chair and take the one next to it. Oh, there she is again. Well, hi, honey. You got some fuzz for the... Oh, she's got this little fuzz hanging out of her mouth. Is that for your nest where the babies are going to be? She's pretty. She's like... I want to show you guys her. She's real pretty. Oh, she flew away. Well, there you are. Can you guys see them? Somebody tell me what kind of birds these are. Oh. What is she? Who is she, though? Where are you at? She said, don't even... You can see her up there? Look. Please don't move. Oh, I wanted to show her building her nest up there, but she flew away. So anyway, I was in the pool, and I was just like drinking my pool of water. Actually, drinking my pool water. I was drinking my coffee. I know somebody's gonna be like, Peter, don't drink the pool water. I wasn't drinking the pool water. I was drinking my coffee, and I was standing in the shallow end with my arms over like the side, like this, and I was talking to my friend, and then this woman that she knew. Hey, how are you? Hey, Tiger. Oh. And I was just sitting on the edge talking to her because she was like, it's too cold to get in the pool. Later, when a lot of people started leaving, she and I got on the stairs and sat on the stairs. That's my favorite place. But there were kids running in and out of the stairs, so I was just kind of standing to the side. So anyway, when that couple came, there was no chairs for them. And I said, just take my chair right there, and then they're not using that chair over there. Because this woman was there with like 5 kids. And so I said, just take those 2 chairs. They're not using them. So they took them to the other end. When some people left, they went over and laid down on like the lounge chairs. But then this guy comes in, this couple comes in, and they're like, who, like they looked at me and they go, who are all these people? And I said, I don't know. And he was like, because I know this couple. And he was like, I don't know who any of these people are. I go, I don't either. And he kind of like leaned close to me and he goes, should we ask them for their keys and stuff? Because when I walked up, okay, there's a sign on there that says the gate does not close unless you click it into place because the gate is supposedly broken. Well, now what they're doing is they're leaving the gate like open so anybody can walk in and out. And I don't know what was going on today, but like every table, there was like 1 adult or 2 adults and like 5 kids. It was packed. I mean, I counted and there were 23 people there. And so I was like, this is, and it was, and nobody was like really in the pool. Even the kids, there was like 2 kids by me, like tossing the ball. But other than that, like the kids would go in and out, but they weren't staying in the water because the water's pretty cold. So I said, I don't know. Well, I know he used to sit on the board. Okay, this is the thing. Nobody really wants to say anything. What are you doing?
They gave me yours.
Okay, hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. My neighbor brought my packages over. She got my packages instead. And I was like, she was like, it's really heavy. So I carried it inside because I was like, what is this? And it didn't have my name on it. It just had the address. But it was my bird feed. I'm really, really excited about it. So I got my bird feed. But I asked her, I said, now, how far are you on this? She said, I'm taking it to the pool to read right now. I said, we're supposed to have chapter 1 done by tomorrow. She always says to me, she goes, I don't want to come up with ideas and not follow through with it. So I said, she goes, like that to me. I said, you haven't even started it yet? She goes, I said, I am tired of coming up with ideas and not starting them. She just laughed at me. So she's taking this to the pool. How many pages do I have left of chapter 1? Let's see. I do my assignments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. The first chapter is 36 pages long. I got 6. I could have just looked and done the math, couldn't I? 20 minus. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to read them this summer. So, what was I saying? Oh, about the pool. So, the thing is, okay, they put these emails out, and this year, they're really enforcing the rules, okay? Like, the rules up there, like, they have, like, different notes up there and stuff about the rules, okay? And the rules are, per each household, you get 4 people. Not 4 guests per household, like me and Alex plus 4 people. You get 4 people total. So if you go to the pool, it's you, like I could bring 3 people with me. Or if it was me and Alex, we could bring 2 people with us, okay? But it's 4 people total. Number 1. Number 2, everybody has to have a key. You don't open the door for anybody that doesn't have a key. Because so many people are getting in that don't have keys, that live around this neighborhood, okay? Number 3, you have to be 18 years of age and older. Because they don't want anybody that, like, we're liable if anything should happen. So nobody that's 18 years of age and older, or younger, okay? Unless you're accompanied by an adult. So, this guy is like, I'm like, you're on the board, why don't you go around? Like, her grandma used to go around and be like, can I see your key? We used to have these, like, bracelets. And so you were supposed to wear your bracelet at all times, and you would get, like, so each household would get 4. So each person would have a bracelet on, so then I never wore my bracelet, I always kept it on my towel, and so did Alex, but then you'd see, where's your bracelet? Okay, her grandma used to go around and be like, where's the bracelet? Like, do you have your bracelet? I mean, she'd go right up to me, and she knew I lived in this neighborhood, be like, do you have your bracelet? So anyway, why are they all flying away? Is somebody driving in here, walking in here? So anyway, so he keeps on looking at me, and I looked at him and I go, well, why don't you ask them? This is the thing, she don't care, but I don't want to be the ass of the neighborhood. I just don't, you know what I mean? And in all honesty, it was like, there weren't that many people, like, in the pool most of the time, and so anyway, people started leaving. There was, like, it was around, I would say, like, 2:30. People started leaving. And so, like, half the pool emptied. And then people kind of rotated where the chairs were. And then somebody else left and somebody else came. Well, I'm in the shallow end of the pool. Everybody else is, like, sitting at the... Anyway, they're all sitting other places. This guy is sitting watching the door, okay? So these 3 girls come in. I have no idea. I'm not good with ages. The 2 younger ones were probably 12. I think the oldest one was probably... I don't know. I went over and I said something to her at the end because I felt bad. She said she was 18. I don't know. But anyway, so when I think she said she was 19 or something like that, or 20. But anyway, when they came to the door, they rattled the cage, or the gate, right? It's like this metal gate. And I'm standing there and I look over. He's looking over at it too, right? And my friend and I'm like standing in the water. She's sitting on the step. And the girl looks at me, the older one, and she rattles it. And she goes, can you open the door? No. Do you mind opening the door? Please open the door, and stuff like that. I was kind of like, first of all, I never, when I was growing up, spoke to adults that way. I don't know what is going on in the world today, but I call all my neighbors Mr. and Mrs. Sometimes when I still see them, I still do, okay? I don't call them by, even when people, this woman I worked with for years was my neighbor and my best friend growing up, her mom, and I always called her Mrs. by her last name. When I worked with her for 13 years. She'd say, you can call me by my first name. I said, no, I can't. You will always, my parents raised me to be that way. This girl rattling the door looking at me, okay, let's just be for real. I'm not 20, okay, I've got white hair. I'm obviously her elder. And she's rattling this door and she goes, can you open this? And I'm like, can you be nice about it and at least say please? So I looked at her and I looked back at the guy and the guy goes, and I looked at her and I go, do you have a key? And she goes, we forgot it. And I go, I'm sorry, we can't open the door for anybody that doesn't have a key. And then she looked at me and she goes, you can't open the door? And I go, you have to have a key. We can't let anybody in, because they're really strict about it this year. And I said, you have to pay $25 for this key. Let me just put this in perspective. If you lose a key, you have to pay $25 for it, okay? Maybe $45, I think they said. Anyway, it's a huge deal. So I was like, we can't open it. And there's a code for the key too. And I said, do you have the code? And she goes, we have a key. We forgot the key. And I said, okay. And the other guy goes, he looks at me and he goes, and he goes, and you have to be 18. And she goes, what? And I said, and you have to be 18. This girl did not look 18. She looked 16. Okay? 15 maybe. She looked young. They looked younger than her, but she looked young. Like she was babysitting them or something. I don't know. And so she goes, I am 18. She didn't even say that. She said, I am 8. Or she goes, I'm over 18. She said, I think she said she was 20 or something like that. I go, and the guy laughed. He goes, okay. So then they storm off, and they get back in their car and drive off down the road. And right before she gets in the car, she goes, we'll go get the key. And she slams the door. I'm like, oh, this is a great start to the summer, okay? And now I'm going to look like the ass. And I didn't even do anything but try to follow the rules. So at this point, he gets in with his granddaughter and his grandson, and he's teaching them how to swim and stuff like that. And my friend and I, we're sitting there with our backs to the door, and I hear a car pull up, and he goes, here she comes again. I'm like, oh, shit. And I looked at my friend. I go, I do not want to fight. And she goes, you didn't do anything wrong. You just ask them if they had a key. That's what you're supposed to do. She goes, all these people want to complain about it, but they don't ever say anything. I go, yeah, you're right. So anyway, who's talking as they're walking down the street? This is usually somebody on the phone holding their phone like this as they talk. No, it's not. It's 2 people. Oh, they're really nice. I haven't actually seen them in a while. Anyway, they were so in-depth in conversation, they didn't even look over here. So they come back, and so I'm standing there, you know, like, then I get out of the water, I'm kind of like, you know, standing there talking to my friend. So they come in, and as they come in, tallest 12-year-old girls I've ever seen in my entire life. As they walk in, just snooty, absolutely snooty, right? They got these big sunglasses on, and they're walking by us, and they walk to the other end of the pool, and they like wouldn't say anything. And but then I feel real bad. See, then I start feeling real bad. My neighbor's gonna come over here. She's got home. She's gonna ask me if I went to the pool with her friend today. So anyway, then I start feeling real bad. So we're sitting there, and it's been like a half an hour, and they won't get in the pool or anything, right? Like, you can tell they're just irritated with us, and they think we're just old people and whatever. So I'm like, I looked at my friend, I said, I feel like I should say something to her. She goes, why? You didn't do anything wrong. I said, let me just go down there. So I went down there to the oldest one. I said, can I talk to you for a second? She got her AirPod in. She's like, I said, I just want to say, I'm really sorry if I came across as rude later. And the youngest girl goes, she goes, you weren't rude, because you were just telling us what the rules were. I said, here's the deal. I said, if people come in here without keys, there are no chairs for the rest of us to sit on. I said, I'm just trying to follow the rules so that those of us that do have keys, like you have a key, that we have chairs to sit on. And she goes, I said, I'm sorry if I was rude or anything like that. She goes, and then she looked at the two younger girls, and the one younger girl was like, you weren't rude. And she goes, yeah, you weren't rude. She goes, you didn't have to apologize. And I go, well, I just feel bad you guys haven't gotten the pool and stuff and whatever. And she's like, no, it's totally fine. And so then I like walked away, and then they all got in the pool. I was like, well, you obviously weren't getting in the pool because you thought I was rude. But anyway, so then they were fine, and they were nice. And when I left and my friend left, they were like, bye, and all this kind of stuff. So then I was like, okay. But I tried to explain to them, I said, it's not about like making you go back and get your key. I said, the problem is, as I said, a lot of these people say they have a key and they don't have a key. I said, and when it's not something that we know from the neighborhood, I said, we're just trying to keep it so there's enough chairs for everybody that actually does have keys. She was like, oh, I understand. I was like, okay, so I don't know why we needed the snottiness, but apparently we needed the snottiness and the rattling and the, anyway. So the pool was fun. I did not read much today at the pool. I just sat there and talked and took in the sun and stuff like that. It was really nice. It was fun. And now I'm home, and when I get done with this vlog, I am going to, well, I'm going to fill the bird feeders now that I'm not worried that I don't have any. Oh, the ducks are here. Hi. Where's Donna? Oh, there she is. Now that I'm not worried that I'm going to run out of bird feed, I have bird feed. So I was like, what time is it? Have I almost been vlogging for an hour? It's 5:13. What time did I start? I think 4:20. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Where are you going to be? Outside on Duck Corner. Duck Corner. There's like a little bird perched on the wood one. It's like ready to fly. I put my carrot slices out there last night, and the bunnies were out here again last night when I was talking to Nikki. I love the bunnies so much. They make me so happy. The ducks are... I feel like I should call one of the ducks LaDonna Duck. In reference to... Do y'all remember Boo Radley? Well, I mean, I know you remember Boo Radley, but remember that duck that I bought him, that calming duck? He hated her so much. He'd be like, LaDonna Duck, you can pack your bags and quack on, because I'm over you. He hated that duck so much. I said something to Alex the other day because it's still in the bedroom. And nobody wants that stupid duck. I think I had 2 of them, actually. I think I got 2 of them. And nobody wants that stupid duck. I've tried to give it away. I'm like, it's not used. Boo didn't even want it. And Alex goes, why'd you keep that thing? I go, I don't know. He goes, Boo Radley hated that duck. I go, I know. He goes, then why are you keeping it? I go, I don't know. Maybe I'll just use it for a video or something like that, LaDonna Duck. But then it makes me kind of sad, you know, thinking about Boo Radley and stuff like that. I miss that little guy so much. I miss picking him up and smelling him. His little face smelled so good. Little Boo, little Pee-Pee. Pee-Pee, so cute. Pee-Pee was in all my videos at the beginning. What are y'all doing out there, you ducks? There's so many birds. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 on the... Then there's one waiting on the branch to get into the wood house, and there's a bird in the wood house. And then on the new one, there's 3 birds, and it's spinning. And then the green one now is completely empty. It was like... Remember I said it was like, it's completely empty now. And then there's 3 ducks. There's 2 male ducks, and then LaDonna Duck. Did I call her LaDonna? What's her name? Donna Duck. I always should call her LaDonna. What did I call her? Was it LaDonna Duck? Why did I just say LaDonna? That was her name, wasn't it? Boo Radley's duck. He hated her. LaDonna Duck. Maybe that's why I called her Donna Duck. Was that? I feel like I'm getting it close, but not the right word. I don't even know. It is hot. Like, I don't think I can walk in this heat. It feels hot out here to me. Maybe it's because I got some sun today. But I'm thinking a nap is... I was going to film like a review video and stuff, but I think I'm going to wait till tomorrow or Wednesday. And just relax for the rest of the day and enjoy. Should we go in and read a few comments? I don't know why I have the theme song to Dawson's Creek in my head all of a sudden, but that I don't want to think. I don't want to... What's the theme song to Dawson's Creek? Did you guys ever see? I played it on here for you guys that one time. Oh my god, I have to show you this video. This is like this TikTok that I saw years ago. It is so funny. I don't know why this cracks me up so much. Aw, look at me and Alex's grandma. Okay, videos. It is the most stupid... Aw, these videos of the puppies. Where is... the one... It's this... I've shown it on here before. This TikTok is so funny. Where is it at? Oh, look, I have squirrels eating on tables TikToks. I have Eileen Warnos. Oh, so many of Boo Radley and Tucker and Pee-Pee. Where is this girl? She is so funny. Oh, here she is. Why is it not playing?
Code to Beverly Hills. It's 90210, but
okay, hold on. Okay, have you guys seen this before? This is hilarious.
Okay, so we all know the zip code to Beverly Hills. It's 90210, but do you know the zip code to Dawson's Creek? It's 90108. 90108!
That's why I cannot get on TikTok or Instagram Reels or Shorts, because I'll just waste my life like everybody else. I cannot do it. The battery just went to the halfway mark. I cannot do it. I will waste my life on Instagram Reels or TikToks. Why do I love that so much? Just the stupidity of it. That is like somebody that I would be like good friends with. I'll tell you what's really weird. It's like I watch so much of Love After Lockup, and I feel like this is my constant conversation with Tanya Jean. Tanya will, I'm trying so hard to get her to watch Love After Lockup. She will not watch it. I mean, she won't say no, but like she's just not interested in it. And I'm like, Tanya, like there's this gal and she reminds me so much of so-and-so that we know from meetings. Or do you remember our friend back in the day? And it like there's so many people on Love After Lockup that I don't know if that's a good sales pitch for 12-step programs. But so many people on that show remind me of friends of mine in recovery. Anyway, okay, I'm going to read a couple comments in here and get to some comments. Let's see. Lickety Split said, I cannot believe you read my comment about your Birkin plant and about the movie Jaws. This woman today at the pool, we're talking about plants, and I was telling her I got philodendron Birkin. I said, people told me it was called Birkin. I didn't know that. She goes, that's a really good starter plant. That will be a good place for you to start. I was like, I have 5 plants inside, okay? We're doing good. I was like, oh, really? Thank you. She's like, it's really hard to kind of hurt that plant. I was like, okay. Long-time watcher, but I rarely comment. I listen to you every morning on my way to work. My favorite movie of all time is Aliens, and it's everything. Horror, suspense, thriller, comedy, action, sci-fi, even some romance. The one with Sigourney Weaver, I watched that when I was like 8 years old. Michelle said, hold up. Did anyone else catch that Donna was with Howard today? What happened to Harold? Well, because I called him Harold, and then everybody, because remember I said the Duck movie, and they said it's Howard the Duck, not Harold the Duck. So I just keep on getting it confused. Y'all haven't figured that out by now? Michelle, how many vlogs of mine have you watched? The other day, I called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, How to Sweat the Small Stuff about 10 times in the video, okay? I get things wrong all the time. She is two-timing though. I think those two, I'm going to call the 2 male ducks, because now she got 2 male ducks with her. I'm going to call them Harold and Howard and LaDonna Duck. I've changed her name from Donna to LaDonna. Wasn't it LaDonna Duck? Wasn't that her name? Does anybody remember? I don't remember. Megan said, I don't usually listen at all on the weekends and catch up on Mondays. Aw, bless your heart. I think most people do that. I see, it's interesting because like a lot of people on the weekends, I can see the views go up during, on a Monday or Tuesday. Dane said, I was today years old when I learned that you don't have to hold up the phone when talking with AirPods. I do though. Do you have to hold it up? I don't think you do. Chelsea said, June birthday club. Hey, Chelsea, happy early birthday. Christy said, I'd love to see the beaded jewelry. Oh, I was going to do that yesterday. I didn't do that. I'm so lazy. I should make a video of my beaded jewelry, shouldn't I? Each one has a story. Oh, Melanie said, all the birds are eating at Cafe du Monde. I love that, because, like, it's M-O-N-N, like my last name, but Cafe du Monde, like, in, New Orleans. That is so cute this year. So happy they make you happy. I'm looking at getting the bird feeder. It sits on the window so I can... Oh, my neighbor was telling me yesterday. Was I filming when she told me that? She has one, and they were feeding each other. It's not like the camera one, though. It's just like the plexiglass one. Hassie said I should go to what do you call it? I was like, who is that truck? That I should go, well, hey girl, how are you, by the way, Hassie? She's watched forever. That I should go to one of the HOA meetings that anybody can attend, and I should take notes and read them on a video. So Laura and I were actually thinking, because we're brainstorming all kinds of projects, I will tell you what we said. We said yesterday, I said, you know what we need? I said, we need a mystery in this neighborhood for the summer to solve. She goes, ooh, we do need a mystery. And I was telling her about how I wanted to write this cozy mystery about the neighborhood. I said, but it'd be more fun if we had like a real mystery. And she goes, yeah. I said, like a murder, but somebody that we don't really know that well at all. You know what I mean? Like a cozy mystery murder, but like maybe they just like were staying with somebody that we didn't really know very well for like a night. So like we would, it's, I feel bad, but like we want the mystery. Maybe not a murder, maybe a theft, but I don't know if like a bird feeder or something. Maybe not, we just need a mystery. And she's like, ooh, we need a good summer mystery. So then that turned in, oh, she came over, that's what we did. She came over and we were sitting talking the other night. So anyway, then that turned into us talking about that I've always want to do a documentary and stuff like that. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. And so I was like, we should do a documentary about the HOA in the neighborhood, and we could like interview like my neighbor across the street, the gardener and stuff. She's like, but we just like blur their faces out and stuff like that. I said, that's the thing, right? Like, how would we do it? But it'd be so hilarious. And I know, because some of these neighbors are like so intrigued with me. They're always like, are you filming? What's your video about today? What are you talking about? They would all do it, right? But like, it would be so fun to like, and we said we could even go to a board meeting and film it, like the board meeting and talk about the HOA. We would just call it the HOA. That would go viral. With my neighbors are such natural, just like characters and stuff like that. That would be so much fun, wouldn't it? But I don't think we're gonna do all that. So don't get too excited about that project. That project's never gonna happen because we're lazy. Okay, let's see other comments. I don't want the battery to die because I don't want to go inside and get another battery. Nicole said, proud of you for exercising. Thank you. I have felt so much better since I started walking and even just the lifting for 2 days. I did feel much better from that, though. Hassie said, when are you making your nature videos? Alex asked me about that last night. He was like, are you going to do the bird things? And Nikki asked me, too, because Nikki was like, I want to send you, because she's like, oh, because I was thinking about filming them, but people were saying I should do voiceovers, and Nikki was like, that's kind of a thing on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, that people do like voiceovers of what the animals are saying. I think that would be so much fun. I'm thinking about maybe doing that. I might give it like a trial start, like on my Peter Does Stuff channel or something like that. I don't want to commit to a whole channel of doing that. I mean, maybe we'll just try it, I want to do some travel vlogs and stuff like that. Maybe we'll do not the vacation vlogs where I do that, obviously, but the next time we travel, which I don't even know when that's going to be, but the next time that we travel or do whatever, I think I'm going to do like a hotel tour and all that. I'll put that up on I mean, I've done this in the past, but do more like, because I love to do like a travel channel, but I'll try it like in my Peter Does Stuff channel and stuff, and like, here's a restaurant, here's the food. Would you guys like that? And then my therapist watches a lot of those travel YouTube channels. He's like, you would be so great. He's like, because a lot of the people don't have like fun personalities. He's like, but you would be hilarious to do like the travel videos. So I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing that. But I want to just do some trial videos of it first to see how that would all go. There's a guy that walks about 20 miles a day. It's probably why he looks so fantastic. I need to be out there next year. Amy said, love your neighborhood talks. Aww. All right, I'm going to get off here now because I'm getting hot. I need to get some water. And I don't want this camera I don't want the battery to die and then all of a sudden it's like, I have to go inside and get another battery just to shut it off. So I'm just gonna, this will be a shorter vlog tonight. My last 2 vlogs were pretty long. I think like an hour and 40 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. So I'm gonna get off here now. My plan is to get up tomorrow and film some more videos and then go to the pool all day long. Wednesday, cousin fun day, I think. I haven't heard from Caroline yet, but I'm assuming, she usually texts me like Sunday or Monday if we're not gonna do it. So I'm assuming Wednesday will be cousin fun day, film some videos when I get home, and then Thursday and Friday rain, so I'll be filming, so it's gonna be a good week. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. It's only Monday, but let's live in the moment and try to enjoy things and focus on positivity. It's hard sometimes, right, though? Anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope you're having a fantastic and magically amazing Monday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Happy birthday, Lena.